Hi, so today I'm going to bring you your daily guidance, and today's guidance is movement, choices, and decisions. You may find yourself in a position where you probably feel like you're juggling too many things at once, or you feel like everything you're doing deserves attention, which is true. But here, the energy of this card is saying that with hard work and determination, you will be able to juggle, all the demands that you have. If you find yourself stuck, this card, when you have movement, you have to make the conscious choice, and the decision to move forward. Sometimes, our stagnation is self-imposed. We have either self-doubt, we doubt our judgment, because we are our worst self-critic, so we can be really harsh on ourselves, especially if we feel like we've made poor choices in the past. But what the thing is, like, maybe not for everyone, but for me personally, even if I feel like I had made a poor choice, I take it more as a lesson, say, well, I learned from that. And of course, like, let's not, repeat that same mistake, So, most of our stagnation is self-imposed, either fear, uncertainty, because we don't know what is beyond, if we make a certain movement, because you see how this person here is staring at the doors, and if you see his shadow, it has like two, so it's like he's like in between, like, do I take this door? Do I choose this door? But I feel, in my personal opinion, when you make maybe, I guess, the right choice, it brings about the right time, the divine timing. And honestly, I feel like all doors lead to where you're supposed to be at. So, it's just making the choice, and the decision. I feel like the best way to make the right choice, if you're saying to yourself right now, like, what is the right choice? And it may sound self-centered to a lot of people, but the right choice is what is in your benefit. Of course, in the positive way, because if your right choice is like abusing everyone and trying, like, by all means necessary, then of course that's not what I mean. Okay. In the sense of how, like, you can make the right choice based on how can you honor your choice, what is right for you, things that will give you happiness, joy, fulfillment. Of course, when you're doing your own thing and you want to do things that are in your benefit, it may clash with others, because not everyone is always going to be happy for you. Unfortunately, it's really difficult for humans to be happy for one another and want to see each other, rise, but you still have to honor yourself and what makes you happy. And I'm a person, I believe that you can do all. You can do everything you want to do. It just takes, like, really good time management, which I'm sort of, I guess, poor at, but I'm working on it. But we could do everything, focus on your main priority, I feel like this could be also where you can write down the things you want to do, number them what you think might be the most important for you to do at this moment, and then just building small goals, because we have this thing where we build a big goal and we just focus on the big goal and we don't focus on the little goals in between. Okay, so here this shows that it is possible, also, like, you want to choose wisely. This could put you in a position where you feel like you have to choose one over the other, but you really don't have to, because I feel like as you start doing the things that you want to do, they sort of, like, blend together. I always say, why can't we have everything? I believe it's possible we can have everything, especially if you work towards it. You just do, like, all the hard work, and it's also important to stay flexible and focused, because sometimes, like, we could want something really bad, and it's not necessarily good for us. Want and need are different. Okay, because we might want something, but doesn't mean we need it. So, for example, like, if you're in a relationship, you may want this relationship, but doesn't mean you need it. And doesn't mean that it's good for you. Sometimes we need to close one door to open up another, or for something better to come along. Same thing with job. We could want a specific job and feel like we're going to be happy there, and in turn something else could be coming up. So it's good to remain open and flexible. See, all the doors are open. Okay, you don't want to just be so fixated, because that's how life is. We could be so fixated on a journey, on a goal, and we become so controlling over it. And the universe don't work like that. It's like, that's not how it works. You could have something really planned to a T, and life just goes like, that is not what we're doing. And it'll throw you like in roller coaster or like crazy stuff. Okay, so you just have to make the conscious choice, all right, on where you want to go. Let go of fear, self-doubt. Be careful how you speak to yourself, because I feel like even though you may have people who probably won't agree with your choices, but at the end of the day, they're just people. Even if they're family, at the end, it's your decision, and your going forward or not going forward is based on your decision. You can't say like, oh, this person prevented me, this person, because at the end of the day, they can say whatever, but you are in charge of your own person, your own body, your own mind, your own goals. So you have to end that and say like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Just release that fear, which is very difficult, but it can be done. Everything is a choice. We have to also have self accountability. We can't blame others for being stagnant. We have to take accountability regardless of how hurtful it may be, because most of the self accountability is when it's dipped in pain. It's easy for one to blame others, like, oh, because this person didn't let me, but you allowed it, and it happens, for whatever reasons, you did it for the right reasons, because you love that person, you didn't want to lose them, or you were afraid that if you let go of this job, you won't be able to make the same money. But how do you know if you don't try? How do you know if you're always going to keep yourself in the same position? It's time to move forward. The energies behind you are trying to push you forward. So if a lot of things are coming down on you, it's just because it's trying to make it so uncomfortable for you so you can make a damn fucking choice. Okay? They want you to make a choice and just say, look, I'm just going to go do this. Just go through the door. And you will see that you won't really have to choose. Everything will start to just fall in line. Everything will just double. Everything, you'll be able to do what you want. Multiple things at once. You just have to take the step. Okay? And as always, like I say, whatever comes and whatever goes are both in your favor. All right? So that is your daily guidance for today. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good afternoon. Bye.